What's going on, Ravens fans? Welcome into the Baltimore Ravens Rundown. On today's show, we answer your question on the latest Ravens news, rumors, anything you got for me. We'll give you an answer right here on the show. So happy that you guys are with us. Look, my cousin just moved to Baltimore about a couple of months ago. That's where his wife's from, so they moved back to be close to family. I think we're going to visit him sometime when the football season's over. What's the best burger in Baltimore? Let me know down below, so that way I can go to it when I'm there. And if you're not from Baltimore, and if you still want to chime in, go ahead and let me know. Where is the best burger wherever you're watching from down below in the comment section. And with that, I'm done asking you questions. Now it's time for you to ask me questions. First one coming in from Cheese Noob 20. Are the Ravens Super Bowl contenders? Hashtag Ravens. Ravens are a Super Bowl contender, but what do they need? Is this like a hot take, Cheese Noob? Because if so, I don't agree. And I don't agree because I watched a lot of NFL football. And I have watched the Los Angeles Rams play football. I have watched the Seattle Seahawks play football. I watched the Denver Broncos play football. And those teams play what we like to call complementary football, right? Where both the offense and the defense are playing good on both sides. They're helping each other out. That's not what this team does. This team is a couple days removed from playing the worst defense in the NFL and putting up 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. So, I don't think they're Super Bowl contender. They need a lot better offensive line. They need a better defensive line. I don't even know where to start. Gabriel coming up said, do you think mainly the offense or the head coach? I really don't know. So, I guess the struggles. Man, I think the offense falls under the head coach because, I mean, you just look at this offense and it's got unbelievable, name value to it, right? This is a designer offense. This is an offense where you look and you say, okay, there's Gucci, there's Louis, there's anything designer. You got Lamar, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, DeAndre Hopkins, Mark Andrews, but for some reason they're not operating together. It feels like it's 11 separate guys trying to do 11 separate things instead of one unit coming together with one common goal, playing as a team. Something's off. Something's wrong. So I think that all trickles down from the head coach, frankly. But I don't know if you can blame it on one guy. To me, I'm blaming it on 11. All 11 made mistakes on Thursday. Will the Ravens ever play complimentary football? Coming in from Mitchell4534. Just what I was talking about in my first question. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I truly haven't seen it yet. I think the only time I've seen this team play complimentary football was Thursday night against the Dolphins or the second half against the Browns in the first or second week of the season. Other than that, they can't do it. Anytime their offense starts moving, their defense starts, being allergic to stopping people on third down. Anytime their defense is coming up with stop after stop after stop, the offense starts turning the football over. It says, defense, you're doing so good on the football field. We want you out there as much as possible. That's what it feels like. So, no, I don't think they will. Turkey Bowl. Should the Ravens sign Christian Wilkins? Ooh, good question. No. I mean, I think they need help on the defensive line. But honestly, John Jenkins and Travis Jones, the interior is not your problem. It's the edge, man. It is the edge. Draymond Jones, Mike Green did nothing against Cincinnati. Nothing. Joe Burrow had all damn day to throw the football. So, no, I don't think Christian Wilkins, signing him, is going to do you all that much. I don't, frankly. And also, what that's going to do to a locker room, I'm not really here for either. Duck Boy, why do we suck? Good question. I don't know. Lots of reasons. Offensive coordinator makes mind-boggling decisions, abandoning the run after it did you so well on the first drive. Lamar Jackson looks like a shell of himself. He's turning the football over. He has a bad attitude. He's missing wide open guys. The defense can't get off the field on third down. They can't put pressure on the quarterback. It's everything, man. It is everything. You know what else is everything to me? Our great friends over at Prize Picks. The reason you're watching today's video for 100% free. Look, it's the holiday season, and that means it's the best time of the year for sports. Bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes. It's all happening at once. And while you and I are out here making decisions every day, what gifts to buy, what to eat, which game to watch, there's one place where it feels good to be right. That's Prize Picks. My wife, coming into this year, couldn't even name 4 pro teams. Then we started playing on Prize Picks, and now every Saturday night, we're breaking down who she's picking for her lineup, and it's the most exciting way to watch football. On Prize Picks, how you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, choose Flex Play, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about for my Prize Picks lineup for Thursday's game against the Cincinnati Bengals. I had the more on Lamar Jackson, 25.5 rush yards. That one hit. I had the more on Jamar Chase, 25.5 yard longest reception. That one hit. I had the more on Derrick Henry carries. Unfortunately, he was far less than that. But if you Flex Play it, you still win money. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Link to this promo is in the comments and description of today's video. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Sule saying, would you start Huntley? If Lamar Jackson feels like he's injured, like if you feel like that's why you're not playing good football because Lamar Jackson is so hurt, then yeah, I would. Like, I'm not saying Tyler Huntley's better. Don't hear me say that. But a hurt Lamar Jackson right now is not putting you in a good position to win football games. It's not. I'm sorry. He's missing guys wide open. He's fumbling the football. He's turning it over. 5 turnovers, 0 touchdowns in the last 3 games. That's legit, man. So I'm not saying that he's the reason you're losing these football games, but if he is hurt, I wouldn't put him out. But I'm not saying, like, if Lamar feels like he's fine, then I'm not putting Huntley out there. If Nate didn't get injured, we probably could have won, says Elgato. Disagree. Elgato, they punked your ass for 60 minutes, man. Sure, Nate Wiggins would have been nice out there. Sure, it would have been nice to, not get the push off on Zay Flowers. Sure, it would have been nice if Isaiah Likely didn't fumble through the back of the end zone, but you just got beat. Plain and simple. Ooh, from Stuffed. Should the Ravens fire Todd Monken? No. I don't know. This is a hard question. This is the first time I've ever had to think about this question. Usually when I hear it, I just automatically say no. But in my opinion, what he did on Thursday, abandoning the run and having Derrick Henry sitting on the sideline was unforgivable and unbelievable. Okay? And if that stuff continues, I don't know, man. Maybe it's a conversation, but that's inexcusable to me. That is coaching malpractice right there. I don't care how much you love Todd Monken. I don't care how much you love Lamar Jackson. I don't care how much you love the Baltimore Ravens. You cannot do that, okay? You just can't. Athena coming up next. Sell the whole NFL team. We got our ass kicked at home by the Bengals. We made the Bengals defense look like a top 5 defense. Athena, couldn't agree more. To me, this is not a hot take. This is just a correct take. You are right. You are right, Athena. It was embarrassing. Probably the most embarrassing game this year. This is right up there with, think of the games this year you've played on primetime. You've been embarrassed every single one of them, except the Dolphins game. You got embarrassed late against the Bills. You got embarrassed at home against the Lions. You just got embarrassed at home by the 3-8 Cincinnati Bengals with the worst defense in the NFL. Unacceptable. Elvin Parks. Next year, we need to hire a new OC, period. Monken is very inconsistent. Elvin, I don't disagree. I want to see how this season plays out, and then we'll have to make that decision. But I hear what you're saying. I hear your frustration. I voice and feel and agree and have that same exact frustration. Alex Bennett, the Ravens don't make the playoffs. Will we become sellers in the offseason? Ooh, good question. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think, if anything, you say, okay, we still have a quarterback we believe can win a Super Bowl. He doesn't have enough good weapons around. I don't know. That's just kind of what it feels like to me. I just don't see this team giving up and like all of a sudden just becoming sellers. Just doesn't make sense. I don't think it's in their DNA. Last question, Jason Nickerson. So what happens when we hit the road in 2 weeks? Hopefully not some losses. You play at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers next, and then you go on the road to Mile High to play the Denver Broncos. Every game here feels like a must-win. You only really have room to lose one more football game. That's going to do it for today's show. Appreciate you guys for watching. A little bit more of a somber one. Hey, it's Sunday. Enjoy watching football. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. I know the Monday after Thanksgiving is always a very scary Monday to go back to work. So hopefully the Sunday scaries aren't too bad for you. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Make sure to keep tuning in this week. We'll have new videos out every single day. So subscribe, turn on those notifications, and we'll see you tomorrow.